Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Fortune and Glory. And well, until now I think I'm doing fine. I have 6 fortune, I need 30 fortune altogether. The villain track is only at 1, and I play with this house rule that when it is at 12 they win. Normally it would be 15, but I think 12 is a little more interesting. And but I think in the next turn it will go up at least 2 or 3. Yeah, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 more steps. We'll see about that. So let's see now. Let's do the initiative phase once again. So Alexander Cartwright is our first player, and he's in a cliffhanger. He's on a runaway card, but he may roll for movement anyway. That's a 1, so he's allowed to draw an event card. And that's a blizzard. Play on any hero, enemy or villain in an ice space. They immediately take d6 hits. Or play while in an ice space during your adventure phase to gain 3 glory. Well, I think we might play that on Colonel Stahl in Siberia. Maybe we can bring him down to a few wounds. Okay, yeah, he comes into a blizzard then, and let's hope we can roll good here. Great, 1. So that was ridiculous. The Nazi soldier was killed by the blizzard, but that's it. So anyway, and then it's Duke Dudley. And he got the adventure plane, so that allows him then to roll 2 dice, and he can take Sharon Hunter with him. Well, that's an 8, so that is enough to go to the Forbidden Island. So they will move 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here they are, very good. And Sharon Hunter, well, she will stay there, but I think she's also allowed to roll a die, even though she moved with him. Yeah, it says for free. Move to your destination for free. So I guess she can roll a die, and if she rolls a 1, she's also allowed to draw an event card. Well, not in this case. Okay, and now Alexander can start his cliffhanger. So he needs to escape in this runaway card here, and he needs 3 successes on agility. He's got a 4, so he's got a pretty good chance to do this, I guess. He needs a 4 or higher 4 times, so we got 2 times already. And then, yeah, 3 times. How much do we need? 3 times, yeah, so that's fine. Okay, so we gain 3 glory, and this was the first completed danger. And for the cliffhangers, if you're successful in a cliffhanger, you can keep the glory right away, even if you go on with your adventure. And that's of course what we will do. We will push on here, draw the next danger card. And this is now one of these new cards, I guess. Or I'm not sure, but I think so. It's a secret ritual. So here we got the Order of the Crimson Hand. No, I think it's an old card. Yeah, I think it's one of the base games. You've stumbled into a clandestine ritual of the dark arts. Sneak by undetected or break up the party to get to the bottom of what's going on here. Well, I think I'm gonna sneak. Agility 4 plus, and I need 4 successes here. Well, that looks good. So I only need 1 more success. Yes, made it. Very good. So that's the second danger, and I gain 2 glory. But this time I will place them here because I can only keep them if I camp or if I successfully finish the adventure. Okay, let's push on. Okay, and now we have here hostile territory. And this is now a new test, and we come also to a new mechanic. These are so-called deadly tests. You can see here these red glowing marks that indicate that this is this special test. Nazis, who invited these guys to the party? So the special thing about deadly tests is now that you are not allowed to re-roll any dice even if you are successful. So let's assume I have a cunning of 2. I roll a 3 and a 5. So normally I would be allowed to re-roll, or not to re-roll, but to roll a second time. And if I have another success, I can roll a third time, and so on. But here it's different. I have to roll all successes with 1 roll. So that's really tough, especially if you only have a cunning of 2, but you need 3 successes. On the other hand, you are allowed to exert double. So that means, even if you're not in a cliffhanger, you can now exert. But you have to pay 2 wounds to roll 1 die. So that's very painful. And even Alexander is not allowed to use his experience ability in the ordinary way. He also has to spend 2 wounds if he wants to exert. So you're never allowed to exert in a normal way to do that. So let's see, first let's roll 2 dice. Yeah, okay, that was really bad. So in this case, I will not exert, but I will go to the cliffhanger. Let's see what that is. It says, discovered. Well, so much for slipping through unnoticed. Looks like you'll have to fight your way out. Draw Nazi enemies card. Okay, so we have to do this in the next turn. And the glory here is lost. But now it's the Duke, and he's together with Sharon Hunter here on the Forbidden Islands. And, well, they go for the crown of the Golden Sun. And important is to remember that there is a curse here. During the adventure you are -1 cunning. So let's see, we draw another card. It's not easy with one hand to draw these cards from the bottom actually. Okay, here we go. And that is, well, again, occupied territory. Nazis. When did they get here? Sneak out the back door, find another way out, or let them know how you feel about fascism. Okay, so let's see, we got a cunning of 3, got an agility, well, that's not so easy. I think I'll try the cunning test here. And I think she will try this, Sharon. So she's got a cunning 3 and she needs a 5 or higher to be successful here. But she could use the expedition truck if things go wrong. So, yeah, we'll see about that. Well, that's good. First success. And now... damn. Okay, I think, yeah, she will use now the expedition truck. Gives her +2. So she'll roll again. Yeah, she made it. Very good. So maybe we can imagine some nightclub and she just tries to sneak through, but then she is discovered, but in the right moment Duke Dudley comes, breaks the back wall with a truck. She can jump in and they just go away. Something like that might have happened. So that gives us now 3 glory. And of course we will go on. We need to accomplish 4 dangers. Okay, so this is again the nightclub rendezvous. So they seem only to hang out in bars or what. And this is again the femme fatale test. So we can activate our damsel here. So a cunning of 6. And she gives us +3. So we have now 6 dice. Let's hope for the best. We need a 6. And yeah, we have 1. Very good. 2 more glory. And another danger overcome. Okay, and now we are on a mountain track. The perilous journey leads you to an impassable chasm. Whilst deciding your new route, pebbles start trickling down towards you. Combat 5+, 2 successes. Okay, so they have both a combat value of 3. So in this case I suggest Duke Dudley will do this. So she might exert then. Wow, that's great. Very good. So another success. And 3 more glory. Damn, and I just realized, of course I made this error here that I forgot the curse with the -1 cunning. But okay, it's now a little too late. I always forget these special abilities here. But I will remember this now. We got the underwater diving here. So let's see. Your search has led you to the water. Suit up your heavy-duty diving suit and descend into the dark depths below the surface. So, cunning 5+, 2 successes. And, well, I think he will do this. So he only has a cunning of 2 now. It's not so easy. Oh, let's see. Ah, yeah, that was bad. So now we might use this card, but first I guess yeah, I think I will do so. I will discard that card, Secret of Success, play at any time to allow a hero to automatically pass a test, even if it would otherwise have been failed. Okay. So now we did this, and that gives us 3 more glory. And then we overcame 4 dangers, and we are allowed now to take the crown of the Golden Sun. Let me see who might take that. I think she will take this crown. She has a little more wounds, yeah, she can take more wounds. So in case that there is a fight or something, it's less likely that she might die. And then every one of them gets 11 glory. So now we come to the villain phase, and I think this might be a little harder now. Let's draw a villain event first. That says double cross. All allies must immediately make a loyalty 4+ test. Discard if failed. For every ally discarded in this way, move the villain track 1 step forward. Okay. But because she's got the contacts ability, the allies are +1 loyalty. And she has a loyalty of 3, so she is quite loyal. So that means that we can now use 4 dice, and we only need a 4. Let's see. Yeah, we made it. Very good. So nothing happened here. Then we roll for the outpost, for the secret base. Very good. No Nazi figure is placed, and then we see about the Zeppelin. Well, this time it will move to Arabia, but I have my doubts that he can do this. Let's see. That's a 1, so that is definitely not good enough. So he moves here to the Gulf of Mexico. And, well, that's it then. Fine. Now we come to the bad part. First of all, it's again Herr Teufel with a search value of 4. Tries to loot the temple here. Ah, well, that was bad luck. 2 6s. So that gives him 2 success for each. So there are now 4 more. So let's see now. We have 2. So there is 1 left in the temple. And we have 4 for the villains. Okay, and then let's see. He takes a wound because of this 1 here. So the Nazi is discarded. And now we have to check if the temple collapses. So there are now, after the 8 fortune that has been taken away, there is a second collapse token now there. And that means that we now roll 2 dice. And if we're really lucky, and that would be awesome, We roll a 1 and the temple will collapse. Let's hope the best here. Ah, damn. No. Yeah, that was bad luck. Okay. Okay, and then it's up there in Siberia, Colonel Stahl. And, well, he's gonna pretty sure 3 dice. He's gonna find the Book of the Sacred Stone. I'm pretty sure about that. He only needs 1 more success here. Yeah, of course. He did it. But he's got a 2. Because he's ruthless, he takes another wound. So this is now his first wound. Because the defense value here doesn't help him in this case. So now the item is discarded. And they will gain this artifact. And if they gain an artifact, they also gain, or the villain track is moved 2 spaces ahead. And in addition now, it's moved 2 more spaces because of these 6 here. So they are now already at 5. Okay, and then the colonel is removed from the board. And he will come back in the next turn. Yeah. Okay, that was a little painful, but it was pretty clear that this would happen. Okay. And then we have to replenish our artifacts. So first, let's do the yellow one. This is the heart. Of the cursed eye. And that's another curse. Allies with loyalty 2 or less may not be used during this adventure. Okay. Let's see where that is. In South Africa. Well, that's not bad. It's just basically around the corner. Right there. So we might move here. And the other one is the tomb. Of the damned. Well, that sounds pretty hard. Curse. After completing each danger here, you roll a d6. On the roll of 1, 2, or 3, take a wound. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's a tough one. On the other hand, maybe it's a good idea to go there. Let's see where it is. It's in the Amazon jungle. Okay, we have to shuffle here. So we also will shuffle the dangers. And it gives 2 additional... it gives 2 additional fortune. So this is definitely worth a lot. Okay, so now the next turn, and it's Alexander Cartwright is again our first player. And he was discovered by the Nazis, so he has to draw a Nazi enemy card here. And these are just the usual Nazi soldiers, so they're not too bad, I guess. They have 4 fight dice, they can take 3 wounds. And I have 3 fight dice, defense 1, wound 6. Let's see. That's And every 4, 5, or 6 is a hit. So I did 1 hit, which is not that great. They do 2 hits. Okay, so but I have 1 defense, so I only take 1 wound. And they also take a wound. Next fight round. Okay, I take 2 wounds, they take 2 wounds. Sadly, we have to do another fight round. That was close. Yeah, I take 2 more wounds, so I'm nearly dead. Not quite. No, I don't take 2 wounds. Actually, I only take 1 wound because of my defense value. So I take another wound, but I managed to kill the Nazi soldiers. So that gives me 3 glory. So they go here below the pile. Okay. And because it's a cliffhanger, I may keep the money. It's 5, so... Okay, here we go. And that was my 3rd danger. So I have to overcome another danger. The problem is, if I do this, I'll have to fight the Order of the Crimson Hand. And I will die there, that's for sure. I only have 1 wound left. So I'm afraid I have to camp now. Actually, oh my god, I forgot the shadow of the Zeppelin here. So, any Nazi enemies gain +2 fight dice. So that is definitely a problem. So I can correct this now because I had 3 fight rounds. So I will roll 6 dice for the Nazi enemies. And I'm pretty sure I will not survive this. Yeah. So I'm killed. Didn't make it. That's bad. Okay. Man. Okay, so he stays at... What? Yeah, he had, I think, 3 glory. Okay. So yeah, I was killed now by the Nazis because of this Zeppelin here. So now I lose all my accomplished dangerous markers, overcome dangerous markers, and I'm not knocked out. Go back to Rio de Janeiro, and well, now I have to roll a die. And if I'm unlucky, I might have to pay some more. I'm not sure about that. Just let me check that. Okay, so now we roll a die to see how much glory we lose. Yeah, all of it. Awesome. At least we cannot lose any fortune, because in this cooperative game this won't happen. Yeah, that was bad luck. Okay, and then now it's these. Oh, I forgot the movement phase, I guess, for Alexander Cartwright. Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot the movement phase altogether. So for now, I can roll for his movement phase, okay, and then I roll for the others. They move, and they try to go here to the Amazon Falls, or to the Amazon jungle, and that is enough. So they can now move together here. And that's the end of the movement phase, and now we have to try to find this, the Tomb of the Damned. Because it's in a deep jungle. This is marked with this red circle around the jungle icon. Didn't we have a card which allowed us to ignore terrain cards or something like that? Well, I think I discarded that already. Yeah, okay. So let's see how we can find that. Okay, I'm not absolutely sure about that, but I think each of the heroes can try to find the temple. And well, I wonder if it's still possible then for, I mean, they are together, so I'm not sure. I think it makes sense to say we simply roll for each hero, and if one of them finds the temple, they can do the adventure together. I don't think every single hero must find the temple on its own. So I will now roll 2 dice, and if we roll a 4, 5 or 6 on one of them, we can start the adventure. Okay, great. Well, no discussion here. They both found it. So, let's see now. This is not so easy. There is this curse here. So every time we did a successful danger, we have to roll on a 1, 2 or 3, we take a wound. Okay, so let's start this thing. Okay, that's a pretty bad start, a deadly puzzle. The stones are beginning to move faster and faster. Decipher the glyphs before the mechanism completes its cycle. So the problem here is it's a deadly one, so we can only roll once to be successful. We have a lore of 4, but we have this lantern, which adds +2 to a puzzle test. So we have a lore of 6. So I think we have a pretty good chance to make it. Yeah, we did. Easy. Great. So this gives us 5 glory. This is a lot. I think this whole turn might be really important, because if we manage to if we manage to grab a lot of treasure out of this tomb here, so this is our first fortune here, then this can really help us. We can get a lot of money this way, and this will give us a real boost if we are doing fine during this adventure. So I think it's a good thing that we are together here. And then again we're lost at sea. So that could be an agility test, twice a 5, or a lore 3 times a 5. I think, oops. So she will do this. She's got the agility +1. And, yeah, okay. So she's got the agility +1. So she's got a 4. So that was 1 success. And then she can roll again. And that was no success. So now, yeah, I think he will exert here and give her another die. Come on. So now I will use the expedition, I will use the truck, gain 2 more dice. Oh, come on, this is really painful now. So he will try it again. Yeah, and now she made it. That wasn't that great. So she gains 3 more glory. And actually I forgot to roll. I forgot to roll because of this curse. So they both have to roll for the first adventure, and on a 1, 2, 3 they take a wound. So first the Duke rolls, and he doesn't take that wound. Sharon rolls, she does take a wound. And then the second adventure, the Duke rolls. Yeah, that's a wound for him. That's already pretty bad. And then Sharon rolls, and that's also a wound for her. Not a good thing. Let's go on. Underwater diving. Again. Cunning 5. Yeah, great. Okay, I say the Duke tries to do this. It's got a cunning of 3. Oh, come on. Yeah, we're doing pretty bad actually. So she exerts here. So you can roll again. Oh my god. And another one. Well, I'm pretty sure we might have to camp. Okay, that goes away. They didn't make it. Let's try another one. How many more do we have? This is 5, so he better does it now. Yeah, he did it. Great. Okay, finally. So that was success here in the underwater diving. So gives us also another fortune. And then we have to roll first for the Duke. If he takes damage from the curse, yes he does. And then for Sharon, and she also does. Okay, so actually we did pretty bad here. And but we gained 3 more glory. That's at least something. Okay, and now I will camp. So that means now everyone gets 11 glory, which is a good thing. It's really quite a lot. So she pays these, and then she gets 15 glory for that. This is amazing. And they can heal for free. Fine. Yeah, that was not exactly what I hoped for, but it was at least a start. Okay, and then it's the villain phase again. And that is malaria. Any hero in a jungle space immediately takes D6 hits. Fantastic! So they are both in jungle spaces in the Amazon. So the Duke rolls, and that's 4 hits for him. Okay, I think this whole thing, oh man, that was really nasty. I'm not sure if the defense counts here. It might actually. I have to check this. On the other hand, well, Sharon, she takes 1 hit. Okay, that's okay. So basically this, they prevent hits. And I think this is, yeah, these are hits. It's written here on the card, D6 hits. So we take 1 less damage here. Okay, and well, then we come to the outpost step. So that's another Nazi somewhere in the Alps. Here we go. And finally, the villain adventure step. Herr Teufel with 4 search dice. Yeah, so he was successful, 3 successes for him. And that means now that the city of the lost souls is gone. And they also get the temple as an artifact now. So that gives them 2 more. And damn. Yeah. And then he's removed. He's going back here. And now the other one will enter the game, and the bad part is now he will enter here in the Amazon jungle. Because this is the one. Is it? Yeah, it still is. We have here 7 gold, 7 fortune available. So he will definitely enter here at the Tomb of the Damned. Although I'm not sure, I think I forgot that collapse roll here. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I did 3 dangers, so I forgot to do a collapse roll here. So I have to roll 1 die. Maybe, well, we'll see about that. Okay, so it's still, nothing happens here. That's now the question. If we want to go on here, we'll see about that. Okay, so yeah, situation is not that great right now, and we have to replenish these artifacts. I forgot that. So this is again another temple, the Temple of Darkness. Okay, well, this is not bad. Let's see where this appears. That is at Yucatan. Okay, that's interesting. So there is another temple now. Right here. Actually, I placed the temple miniature here. I forgot that. So we have another temple here now. And I forgot to move the Zeppelin too. So we do this. That is, he goes to the southwest. That's bad. Because that definitely will be enough. We don't even have to roll here. Just have to move 1 step southwest and he will drop a Nazi here. Okay. So the states are now nearly occupied by the Nazis. Okay, the point is now, and this is interesting, I think it's about time to leave this area here. That is definitely too dangerous. And this guy recovers, by the way. So this is definitely too dangerous here. Because of Colonel Stahl, I think it makes no sense to stay in this temple. But it could be a good idea. Oh, this goes away, by the way. Okay. It could be a good idea to go here. The problem is he's pretty weak. On the other hand, he's not that bad. So maybe we can move here. Maybe even all 3 of us can move there. Well, we have to see about that. Or maybe Duke Dudley moves to Rio de Janeiro, for example, and he might buy some equipment there, could heal. And the other two might go here to the temple, to the Yucatan temple, and try together to find some treasures there. So this is definitely a new chance now to get some money. Okay, one thing's for sure, this is not going to be easy. These guys already are at 7, so this is going to be pretty tough. Another idea might be that, well, Duke Dudley, if he heals and then moves here and buys stuff, maybe he finds some interesting weapons or so. So he could then, for example, infiltrate here the base, destroys the base, maybe go for the Zeppelin, and because he's got that Patriot ability, +2 fight dice. So that could be also interesting. We'll see about that. Okay, so hope to see you then. Until then, bye.